If you are a rental property investor like I am, you don't care how much the property goes down. It will go up again
Yeah.
in 5 years, 10 years. You're taking your money, and people always this is the basic needs. It's a shelter. It's like buying food, shelter. You shouldn't care about it. So that's the most important thing people are worried about. I mean, if you are buying and selling, that's another thing.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Louis Bazan. He has a robust background in accounting and real estate, and he's carved out a unique niche for himself, blending professional experience with his true passion, stance, and personal growth. So we're going to get into a lot of different topics, including what to buy, when to buy, how to buy. We'll also get into Louis's podcast called The Authentic You. And yeah, we're going to have a very empowering conversation today. So I'm excited to get into it. Thank you for being here, Louis.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm honored today to be here in your podcast, Real Estate Podcast, and I'm thrilled to share the insights and the expertise. I know from my past, and I hope it can help everyone to invest, have better decisions in the real estate world.
Amazing. Well, let's start at the beginning. How did you fall in love with real estate? What did that look like?
Oh wow, the beginnings. I'm an accountant. I'm an accountant with 25 years experience. When I started real estate, I only had like 1 year in accounting, and it was in 2001 back then. And I was so afraid. And I saw this property. It was residential, and but it was in a corner that I knew I can rezone. Uh, and when I saw it, I said, "Oh my God, I want this property." It was difficult at the beginning because I have to make an offer. They didn't accept it. I did an offer very low. As an accountant, I'm very, very conservative. And then I went back and said, I want this property. It's a corner. I know I can build offices in here. It was a house, but then I converted it and make more space, in offices. And I took a 30 years mortgage loan for leaving the house, actually, because I was living renting. I decided, no, this is for investing. So I stayed rented in a very small apartment. I remember small apartment that wasn't too good, it didn't have a real bathroom. It was a little bit small, but I decided to stay there and buy this property.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
and rezone it. And in 30 years mortgage I had, and I paid off that building in 7 years. That's how afraid I was when I was paying, the amortization, 10,000, 5,000 every month. I was so afraid, but at the same time, so eager to get out of the loan because I'm kind of I like to have a strong balance. But yeah, I started like that with that property, and I rent all the offices eventually, and it was beautiful from there. Everything was changing my world because I was making money in accounting. Plus, I have these other mans working for me. I call them mans, but it's the offices that they're renting. Yes.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, you have such passion for it right away. And I mean, it seems like you're very on your P's and Q's when you were paying off that loan. That's very impressive, paying it off
I
within
was very afraid at the beginning, and I didn't know what to expect. And I did so many analysis. I was over prepared to buy because I am an accountant, so we do all the analysis, all the matrix planning. But at the same time, what if I cannot rent it? What if? And I remember like working hard, even painting the property because I hired like for blogs and things like that. But the things like painting or making doors or things like that. I say, I did my, even as a handyman, even if I didn't have experience, that's my first time how I learned how to work. But in handyman, as an accountant, in the office, just counting clerk numbers. Yes, yeah, that was my beginnings.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And then so now, you've had some experience within the real estate industry and a lot of success. I know that your specialty is really, guiding people on the home buying process. What are your tips for identifying a good property?
Well, the thing is, the most important thing is what to buy exactly, or how to buy a property. I would say the first things that we should be doing is a due diligence. Be having the involved in the research, market condition, knowing what is the value of that property you're going to buy in the market, looking the comparables, looking all the data, all the financial history data of that property, and also the evaluating potential rental income versus expenses. Always going to do throughout the financial analysis matrix, rate of return, and ensure that the property is considered aligns with their investment goals. This is the most important thing first.
Yeah. And
Yes.
how do you even know, like for someone starting out, I think a lot of people don't even know what their goals are. Maybe they're just saying, well, I just want to make money. What are
Yeah.
some questions you can ask yourself to really drill into what your goals even are?
That's a great question because some people are lost and they just, I want to make money. They said having a property is I'm gonna start having getting gains, profits. It's not like that. It's just buying at the right price. If you buy the wrong price and without any analysis, you will be in a very, very real trouble. So it's better not buying nothing if you don't have the knowledge, or if you don't have someone expert that helped you do it. Do not buy a property. Do not do that. I would say, yeah, that's the most important thing. Do not buy. What do I look for buying? Rate of return is very important. The amount I'm buying the property, but expecting also the projection of the gross total, not the net operating income after taxes. What is the net income of, I'm talking about the gross revenues rental from that property projected, because you do a comparable. And from there, you put all the operational expenses, including property taxes, flood insurance. I don't know how many things you're going to have. Personally, I don't buy houses flood areas. Also, I have certain criteria what to buy. But yeah, you should first, what are you going to buy? And if your financial statement or projections, if you don't know how to do that, hire an accountant. But to be honest, like with the AI today, you just have to ask, and you can do it just income less expenses. Then even if it's not perfect, but at least you have a projected net income, and then from there.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Monthly and annually, and from there you can do better numbers. You can have a familiar. You can have some good numbers. Good understanding of what you're buying.
Totally. And I think that's really important. You mentioned you have certain criteria of, the homes you look for. What are some of those criteria?
Yes, yeah. Okay, the most important criteria first is I do when I'm looking very fast, so I don't dig in, I don't start digging in and in analysis. The 1% rule. I don't know if you know about the 1% rule. Everyone knows. I mean, I guess everyone knows. Okay, 1% rules that the house. Let's say you see the house at the selling price is 300,000, and the asking price, and you also okay. Let me see if I can buy this home in that price without any other offer. Like this is the price. The house should be renting in $3,000 per month. If you cannot rent that home or that property, commercial or residential, in $3,000 monthly, if it's because you go to the comparables, you do a projection of let me see the comparables how much the houses are renting in this area, Tampa Bay in my case, St. Pete, Bradenton, Tampa, and they said 2,500. I would not go look any other matrix. I just go to another home, so I move fast. Or I said, let me do an offer of 2,500 or 200,000. So they say yes, maybe no, because it's 100,000 less what they asking. But yeah, and then it's always good to do an offer, whatever. If the person have so many days if the house is being in the market for so many days, and 100 days, 200 days, then that people is maybe desperate and maybe do any deal. But yeah, that's 1% rules. That's the first thing I do
Yeah.
to buy the property or not.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you know what you want with a property and you move very quickly and diligently, which I think is a good thing for people to know that,
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be agonizing over something. It
No, no,
can,
no, no. Like other criterias would be like I buy houses 20 years built or younger. What do you say in English? I'm trying to translate my Spanish.
yeah, built 20 years ago.
3 years old or yeah, younger properties. Concrete blocks have to be concrete blocks because here in Florida, where I am, we have a serious problem of termites. So you don't want a frame home. I mean, I don't work even though you buy a concrete block, you might have in the future to change all the roof because it's all wood, and inside the home, all the frames inside it are wood. It's frame house anyway, but it's concrete block. It's going to help you a lot. And also, if you buy a new home or 5 years old home, 10 years old, it's going to be so good because you're going to work with the less expenses. It's probably low maintenance, because it's a new property. It's going to ask you for less maintenance than old property. People buying 1960 homes in 70s, so many problems. When they finish repair them, they spend 100,000 and then they realize that, oh my God, now they have a problem with the foundation that is 50,000 more. So you have a beautiful home, very pretty, beautiful floors, and the foundation is bad, or there's other problems because those crawling spaces, or those houses with 1950, 1960 are bad. Other things I look are no HOA. If there's HOA, because it's a prestige area and it's got to be $100 or less, the HOA. No float zone. Other things is I see the tax history, the history of the work performed in the house, also the price history, the condition, houses that are 100 miles in the radial spot that I'm buying because I have all the handymans there. So I don't want to know now about San Francisco houses. If I go to another market, another state, now I have to learn about that market, about that place, those places. I have to learn about the snow, the roof. I have to learn so many things. I'm not into that. I'm trying to stay in the things I know and I'm gaining more knowledge. And also I do like an inspection of the house. Of course, I have all these in set, the ROI, the 1% rule, the 70% rule, the rate of return is good, is acceptable for me. My rate of return is, by the way, is 8% or more. If it's less than 8%, I don't take it.
Mm.
For me, everyone have other tolerance. why I do that, because if I'm going to go lower, if I'm going to go 7% or 6%, 5%, then I put the money in Standard & Poor, in Muir of Standard & Poor, that I can get 10%.
Right.
Or five, even if I, because to be honest, you don't get, I mean, some people, some weird people do, but you don't gonna get $300,000. Okay, I cannot invest today. I'm gonna put it all in the market. You don't do that. People who knows don't do that. You put it in a, probably in a federal fund, market fund, that you're gonna get 5%, 4%. Even though you get 4 or 5%, I prefer that instead of getting 6% or 5, or even, remember, you're doing analysis. You don't know you're going to end up with 3% or losses. So
Right.
I'm not going to dig in if it's lower than 8%. And with all these, metrics, projections and ratios first done.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And I think that's really practical advice that people can kind of follow as like a guide for them. And then I know the third
Mhm.
you have a lot of experience in is when to buy.
Yes.
When is your ideal time to buy?
Good question. Good question. When to buy, the timing of purchasing significantly can affect the investment outcomes. Generally, the best time to buy are during market downturns, when the prices are lower, because people are more, also our purpose are lower, but the people also are more, it's buyer's market. So people are more willing to do even bigger discount in downturns, bigger discount. Like right now is a downturn, but it's still waiting a little bit more because I want to buy a house. For me, it's like 250,000 because it's for renting, and I haven't get there. I see houses in Tampa Bay area right now. I start seeing it. I mean, have to be 3 bedroom or 4, 3 bedroom or more. I didn't say that. That's one of my criteria too. And I haven't seen nothing below 300,000. So I am making offer right now of 250. That's what I want to get, because I know I cannot rent the house more than 200, 2,300. I can right now, but if the market continue going down, you don't want to have uh, a rate of return that is lower than 8. I mean, it's all about projection assumptions. You never know. You don't have a crystal ball. But actually, always been good for me. I never have losses. It's always been gain because I always go with this matrix, with this planning. I do a planning for each home. So when you do that, I don't know. I never have losses. In 2008, 2009, that was very bad. I remember being good, because also another thing's very important for those people who are listening to your podcast. Very, very important. It's essential to know that if you are a rental investor, if you are a rental property investor like I am, you don't care how much the property goes down. I don't really care. Why? I'm not selling. I'm not selling. What you're asking, your property is already 150. And on what? It's like the blue chips in the stock market. Oh, they're going down. Let the market pass. It will pass. Maybe 2, 3 years. The last one was 5 years, was long. But it recovers like 2 or 3 years, was already on the same spot. Then, yeah, it took 5 years to recover. We know that. But I am not selling. I'm buying to stay, and I'm buying. And the market is very low, but guess what? I have my money in the bank the first day in the month for the Section 8 houses that I have investor area, and also for other houses that have private tenants. And I don't, so don't, if you're a rental investor, you don't care about how much it goes down. It will go up again.
Yeah.
In 5 years, 10 years, you're taking your money, and people always, this is the basic needs. It's a shelter. It's like buying food, shelter. You shouldn't care about it. So that's the most important thing people are worried about. I mean, if you are buying and selling, that's another thing. I can sell some time to time a property when the market goes up, and then I take one of the property and sell it if I need 100,000 or 200,000. I take it from there, gain, and I take it and I move it. But it's not usually on me. I don't like buying and selling at this point of my life because I'm like, I am a retired an accountant. If you do that for a living and you love to sell and buy property and you love to take phones and be active management, then buy and selling is for you. But I'm not active management, I'm passive manager. And that's why I don't, for me, it doesn't work. For me, also long term agreements, long term, 1 year or more rental, not
Right.
short terms. I don't work with Airbnb, with all those things. Because it's more management. That's active management. 9 to 5 job, believe me. And I am not in there. I mean, this is what I do, but I don't. I don't. I'm not. Criticizing people who wants to do that if they love to buy and sell. But right now, when the market's going down, what are you going to sell? Or what is? I mean, you're buying and you're going to sell it with a loss, or you can gain money, still gain money into this market, but you
Right.
need to buy in the right price. That's all.
Absolutely. And I think that I like to hear the optimism. I mean, I think that a lot of people have trepidation entering a quote unquote bad market, but I think there's really no such thing because I think there's a great time to go. I mean, there's markets that are a great investment at any time.
There's
So
always market. There's always houses, right? And then now it's more available. It's coming
right.
available again, so it's
Let's
time to buy. For
yep,
me, it's almost time to buy.
yep,
Well, it's time to buy if you can ask that person, hey, in my case, 300,000. How about that three bedroom house? I don't care about the bedroom, about the bathrooms. I don't care about the bathrooms. It could be one bathroom, two bathroom. Um, you always want to have a house with a one bathroom. They don't want to sell it without. So I don't even look at it. I just look flood insurance, no flood insurance, no insurance. I paid in cash. But if I'm going to pay, I am not opposed to be in mortgage. All my houses, I don't have mortgages. All the houses and the office is all pay off, and I have a strong balance sheet. That means that I can in downturns, upturn, doesn't matter. I don't have insurance. Other thing is people are having. I mean, this is what I do. Some people oppose, but people asking, hey, why don't you have a silly roof insurance for the house? I insure it myself, and I can tell you all the time, all the hurricanes have passed and broken all the couple of the roof. He paid less money in these people repairing from my pocket, repairing not from the business pocket, than paying an insurance. When I take I mean, I don't know if you guys are selling insurance, but I don't. But for me, I mean, it could work for certain people. For me, it doesn't work because when I take the numbers out, when I put the numbers out, my numbers, my computer of how much I would be paying in an insurance monthly, and how many times my roof has been broken. And from 2017 and now has been a lot of hurricanes in the United States. And I have many houses with a lot of problem. Like I have three of the houses, big problem and huge repairs. And when I took numbers out, it's better not having an insurance. And because I paid in cash, guess what? I'm not I'm not restricted with the bank. Hey, you need to have an insurance, or you need to have this or that. I mean, that's my experience. I'm not saying everyone to do the same thing. There's certain occasion that you might want to buy an insurance, but I don't really. I work this way, and the money's coming in a beautiful way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I think you've given such practical advice for people on how to buy, when to buy, what to buy. I think that a lot of people will really benefit from, some of the specific things you've shared. We're reaching our time right now, but I would love for you
Yes.
to talk about your podcast and where people can find it.
Well, thank you. I have a podcast called Authentic You, like back here. It's AuthenticU.us. AuthenticU.us. That podcast is for the world. Is for helping the people to uncover their uniqueness and achieve an epic life. I am more now in my life, more in my spiritual enhancement, more to give to the world all what God gave me, beautiful life. And I'm so excited, like, honored to understand what is my mission in life and to finally, now that I'm, getting older, probably, um, I totally understand. Like, I see what is my mission, that is helping the world to become a better place to live and leave this legacy of, hey, I have this. What did you putting smiles on people's face through this podcast that I have? That again is more personal growth, but also we discuss a little bit of financial independence, because it's so important in life having your fourth empire, if your four areas in your life, like heart set, soul set, mind, financially set, is the most. Actually, if I wouldn't be financial said, I wouldn't be able to read all these audiobooks and all these books and all this beautiful, breathe work that I do in the morning. I don't work until 11. I start working after 11 or 12. I do very little in work because again, what I do is more inviting people to my podcast to about talking about how can people achieve their dream life. And because if you have that to finish that, the finish, because I know we're finishing. If you really know your dream, what you know what you want in life, and you're already designing your dream life, and you're already having this beautiful life, and you're happy with what you're doing, then everything will come beautiful, come to you. The houses, the property, everything financially will come to you because you are not struggling, you are not pushing, you are not fighting with the world. You are more flowing like the water, and the things you don't have to go to look for property or for the money. The money will come to you.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's a great holistic view of, get it like making your career successful. You really do have to start with your mindset. But
Mindset is more important. Yes.
yes. Thank you so much for being here, Lewis. And do
Thank
you
you.
have any other channels that people can go to find you?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel too. If they go to AuthenticU.us, they're going to see the podcast in there. Actually, AuthenticU.us/ all links. They go to the tab of all links, and the all links, they're going to find my podcast. Also, they're going to find the houses I'm renting. I mean, it's already rented right now, but yeah, the houses, the different website that I and different things I do. But the podcast, the Authentic You podcast, and Authentic You.us, they go there and all links, they're going to see everything about me. They hopefully can learn more. I have developing a course right now, how to build your life, how to be authentic. It's all about being authentic, being yourself, not trying to be other, just being yourself. And being yourself, you're going to see how many beautiful things is going to come to your life. You're going to be surprise because things are going to come to you or things that you never imagined before.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. I think that, you gave such well-rounded advice.
Okay, thank you, and have a beautiful. I hope you guys continue growing in your podcast, and blessings. And again, keep your heart. I'm going to finish with this quote that I create because it's if your heart and your mind are aligned, following your intuition will guide you to the right place. Doubts for what's going to happen from that moment and on shouldn't exist. Just
Right.
accept and enjoy the process. Have a beautiful night.
Yes. Have a great day. And thank you, everybody, for
Thank you.
listening. And we will see you back next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.